respectful. You were engaging with it. You did see it happening on your panel. It is your responsibility as the host of the live, especially if you are going to be associated with these communities, to take care of that. You want to start hosting lives? Fine. But don't fucking do that. Don't allow that. You were interacting with that shit.
Whatever, and have whoever I want in them.
And that's not the point, Rusty. Even if you had Robert up in the panel and you guys were just engaging, fine. But when he's having a digital blackface and saying that he is an angry black woman, that is disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah, he said he was black and then his white finger dragged across the camera. I do remember laughing at that.
Rusty.
What part of that is funny?
Rusty.
He was very obviously trolling and joking.
Okay, when do we draw the line of trolling and being super fucking harmful?
You know,
racism can never be trolling.
This is what Izana and Phoenix said earlier, that they were going to say it's trolling.
Okay. Cool.
Rusty, I'm really surprised that, like, oh my God, like, not even like surprise. Like, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, we know that.
I know. Rusty's the bad one. He's one of them.
Rusty, you're being very like defensive. You're not hearing what people are saying. Like, you are very.
I am hearing what people say.
No, you're not. You're being.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're being defensive
right now
because you're not listening. Like, you know that nobody thought that was gonna actually be okay. You know that. Like, are you like? I'm not even trying to be dramatic, but like, I wasn't expecting it from you. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Especially
that's what I'm hearing.
Especially because the conversations that we've all had and the things you've been a part of, like, I actually am surprised, like, genuinely. Like, I'm not even, we know that white people, like, y'all gonna be inherently racist, y'all gonna do shit. But this, though, like, Rusty, come on. Like, seriously. We seen this nigga in action, like, for real. Like, seriously. Rusty. And we was all excited, ready to support you live because we were like, oh, Rusty going live like this. And this is what happens the first, 2 days?
Yeah.
Third live.
This is like, yo, am I tripping? Like,
no, you're not tripping. Just so that I'm on the same page as everybody else, Rusty, are you saying that you don't have you didn't see a problem with what Robert was doing?
I'm not saying that at all.
Then what are you saying?
Wrong. Of course, what he did was wrong, and I should have stopped it, but I didn't.
But you have.
Okay. And so now, I guess what's the energy for then?
So now I get to show up, and I get to take my music and take my medicine. Because what am I going to say?
Same, Bella.
I don't understand how you don't know how to what to say. It's as simple as damn, I fucked up. I should have seen this. Won't happen again. And understand what the fuck happened instead of having this nonchalant la di da motherfucking.
If I said it won't happen again, then I would mean it.
So you're saying that it won't really happen again? Is that why you're not saying that?
No, it's not going to happen again because nobody's going to come in my fucking lives now. Because now I'm one of the pariahs.
Is that what you only care about?
No,
but he's
that's not what I care about. If I didn't care, I wouldn't fucking be here. All right, stop that shit.
I don't think anyone said that they weren't going to go into your lives. I think.
Why aren't you trying to have the conversation?
I think they just wanted to have the conversation, Rusty.
Ain't no fucking conversation to have. The conversation is Rusty show up and tell everybody that you were wrong for 2 hours. That's the conversation. Now, if you want me guys to do that, I'm here.
No, it's not. That's not what it is.
That's the conversation. That's what the conversation is.
No, it's not. It don't have to be a 2 hour drag. It don't.
Okay, then I'm here. Then let's do it quick.
I do it quick. So this is inconvenient for you?
No.
Okay, so I think this is where I'm starting to have an issue too. Is it's like the assumption that we're going to come over here and drag you through the mud when people are obviously trying to have a conversation with you because we share space with you, and like I don't know why there's this like doom and gloom attitude, or that nobody's going to go to your live, or that you're
I
about to
know,
like be vilified.
I
Like
know what
that's
it is.
not. I
Because
think.
honestly,
I
it kind of feels like that.
well, I
No,
think
this is a buildup though. It's a buildup. I was just thinking about this. Like, I'm glad
yeah.
Mint said something because I'm sorry to cut you off, observant. But this is a buildup. He's been, because think about it. What was this? What, last week? That I think Vonnie had said he did something, and then maybe when was the stuff that was happening with Danny, he was told that he was doing something wrong again. It does feel like a buildup. That's why it's like, okay, the time is here now. So that's why I'm being so defensive. Like, this is a buildup. That I'm glad Mint said that, but it definitely is, because I was thinking the same thing, Mint. Like, we all on the same page. Whoever was saying like this is pent up energy, it definitely is 100%. Because literally the past couple weeks, it's been little stuff here and there, or people kind of saying, "Hey, Rusty, that's not cool." So it's maybe, are you feeling like you keep getting corrected or checked about stuff? Because that's
No,
what the energy's giving.
no, it's not that at all. And all that stuff I had felt was resolved. But if you want to say that's what's going on, then we can say that's what's going on. But no, I felt all that stuff was resolved.
I don't know, because you would still make little petty comments about it.
Like what?
You make little slick comments. Like, I know when people are being petty, you'll be like, "Oh,
But
let
like
me be
what?
careful because I don't want to be like the messy white, or I don't want to," you know what I'm saying?
No, I do that. I have been saying I'll mind my white business. But like once or twice.
Something can be done. Something can be done respectfully, and somebody can still harbor feelings about it. I don't think it has to do anything with the tone, honestly. Bella, what were you gonna say?
I'm trying to find a civil-ish way to say
I'm
that.
sorry, Bella,
Rusty,
real quick. Would everybody stop putting words in my mouth with I like this person, I don't like that person? That's not the case.
I don't even know what you're talking
You
about.
didn't do that, Bella. It was the chat.
Okay, ignore the chat for now.
Oh,
When I,
just tell me.
sorry, Walla. I don't understand how you don't see your response as a problem. You're coming in here saying, "Oh, let's do this 2-hour drag Rusty live." It can be a conversation, but you coming in here acting like that, you're acting like a victim. You're acting like you are the one being put out and being inconvenienced when you understand what the fuck was wrong with that. It didn't even have to get to that point. But the way that you're responding is causing a lot of this issue on top of letting that shit happen. It's victim mentality bullshit. Like, I don't fucking understand. Do you have the settings for your mods to get your live recordings?
I think Queen has it. I made Queen a mod, and I think Queen has it. If not, I'll try and get it.
Well,
Yeah. I don't. You, as a grown ass man, should have come up here and just owned it rather than turning it and saying just to have Irish to stop centering herself. You brought up Robert to dead the live. You could have ended it. You could have done so many other things. You turned around, attacked Irish because of that, and then used her as them as a scapegoat for your own issue. You have your lives, you just started. If you have 4 or 5 people in there, so fucking what? Like, I don't fucking understand. Again, if you are going to be in association with any of these communities, handle yourself better. Joy, please. Like, fucking handle yourself, because the excuses and the victim shit is just fucking crazy.
Ooh, it's pretty silent, y'all.
Rusty, this is your time to respond.
Okay. I'm here to listen. I'm here to take this all in. Everybody's going to say I'm being dismissive or nonchalant or whatever. I'm here to listen. If I didn't want to face
Did
this.
you even listen to her?
Y'all, this is pointless.
August is messaging me on the back end. August, stop.
Oh, Lord.
No, Prince, I'm not going to go live. I'm here.
You have anything to say? Anything?
No. You're right.
Okay.
I could have done a million things different. And
He doesn't care about that.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why this is your response. You have seemed to have an issue with.
So first, I have to humble myself. I can't tell why I did it, and then when I humble myself and listen to why I did it, I can't give a response. Or when I don't give a response, it's, well, why did this even happen? Why did this have to come to this?
Rusty.
Everybody was in that live hanging out, no problem, all day long, coming in and out.
Rusty, you have got to be kidding me.
No,
that is not what I said. I literally said this is your time to respond to what we are saying. I don't know if you feel intimidated by the way that I'm talking to you and you feel like you can't respond or you want to do this bullshit, but I gave you a chance to respond. There was a good solid minute where you were not speaking and everyone else was on mute.
Yeah,
so
and then everybody's saying,
respond.
Why are we wasting our time? He's not listening.
Because you're not responding.
Kind of fucking hard to sway the crowd when it's already prejudged.
Rusty.
But I don't think the crowd prejudged. I think you prejudged what the crowd would prejudge for you.
And
so you have the energy that you're
fair.
already guilty.
But when I was told, okay, well now this is your time to respond, and I start talking, before I start talking, we're wasting our time. He's not listening.
Well, I'm saying I believe you think the energy was going to be us all dragging you, when in reality we were just trying to have a conversation. I think the energy was just different.
Hold on a second, because most of the shit you're saying is to me. Wait a minute here. There was a long ass pause before I said anything. So like I said something because you said nothing.
Oh, well, I didn't even hear you. I was referring.
Oh, it was me. That's why I'm like, hold the fuck on.
No,
I'm the one that unmuted. And I was like, this is pointless, y'all. Like, hold on. And you know me, Rusty, I will be direct.
You will, and I'm not saying to hush while I'm not, and I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just saying the energy is off, bruh. You know, like I don't think that this was ever meant to be a dragging, because when they came in here, they even let us change the whole conversation. They waited for you to come. You came up. They thought this was going to go so I think the energy is different because you came in like, Irish, you sucked the air out my room. We was like, hold the fuck up.
Well, that's my fault. I'm sorry, Irish. I'm sorry, everybody. And I don't know why it took a while saying that for me to say that. Sorry. No, I don't have anything to say. I don't. I'm here to listen.
I don't even know what else to say. No one is telling you who to have in your lives, but I get especially pissed off because people turn around and say the too comfortable shit for me when you have to realize, again, if we are going to be associated in any fucking way, we have a responsibility to recognize that shit and speak up to it. That this was your platform. This is why you are getting any sort of heat or anything. Your response is adding to that as well.
No, I'm not going to allow racism in my life.
But you did.
I did. I'm not going to going forward.
Yeah, this is
Why now? Why it was such a big deal? It wasn't just, having fun.
It was digital blackface. It was digital blackface. The same thing that tacos did. And I said that in the live. I said that in my own live. It's the same thing that tacos did. And we've all seen what tacos did. The same thing. It's a damn fucking same thing.
Did you just assume everybody was just gonna lay into you, and that's why you're so
Yeah, honestly.
He sure the fuck did. He knows
I
what.
just like I don't know. When have we ever?
To be honest.
But people that we've had to correct, or that people that are like around us all the time, when have we really laid into them like that? Like, if I'm being, I can't even.
Say we share space with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, me and you cool, Rusty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm like, why did you think? I don't know. I feel like I be talking to Indica and them hella crazy, you know, but it's never like we be just laying into each other. So I'm like, why did you think that? Well, it's the ops that we be going crazy on. I don't know. Like,
Sorry, I'm back.
why did you think that?
I just thought that was what was going on.
He thought he was gonna get the.
And even when that, sorry, Joy, even when that account first came up, I literally said it was Robert. Literally when it came up. Before he spoke, I knew it was Robert. And I said it in your live. Because I was in the box. And I said, this is fucking disgusting. This is fucking disgusting. And then Robert in August said, you called a black woman disgusting? I said, you're not a black woman, you're a white man. And I wasn't going to stay in that panel and let Robert specifically do more harm to black people, as there's been a lot of harm done to black women over the last couple of days. I'm not going to do it. And all the panel was doing was gaslighting. No, I'm not going to do it. That live was fucking racist. Digital blackface is racism. Because we've seen tacos do it. And yes, I felt as a white person, it was my responsibility to call it out. It was my responsibility because I didn't see Bella live, so I assumed Bella was busy. So it was my responsibility as another white person to go live and address it.
You had said you were going to go live, so I just figured I'd come up on the panel at some point.
I just assumed you were busy with your work or Riker, so that's why I decided to go live.
Yeah, I think
because it is our responsibility to address it.
I think for me personally, it's more like, damn, I'm kind of like more like hurt than upset. Like I'm upset, but I'm like more hurt. Like, I'm like, damn, Rusty, like, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like I don't expect it, but at the end of the day, it's like, come on, like we know.
Because he's one of our like homies.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Robert, like come on, bro.
You know, I know people don't like saying friends, like whatever, but like if I'm mutuals, we cool, we talk every day, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have people that have friends on the app. Like I've talked to Rusty on the side before. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's like.
Yeah, that's why it's like more. Like,
if Rusty's always around, like, you know.
And it's like, yeah, it's more like, damn. I think that's like joy me out. Like, it's like damn. You know what I'm saying? It's more like disappointment. And I think right, even for like. We know that, and I don't give, I honestly give fucking, what's his damn name? What's his unbirthday credit for calling this shit out? To be honest, like usually on birthday be like fucked up about it, but like honestly, I give him birthday credit for
he did call out. And
I think like even with like we know August is gonna side with the person blowing his back out, so like either way, it's gonna. My bad.
Ricky, shut up.
Comedic relief, but like I think at the end of the day, like, okay. I think at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, fuck, like that shit kind of hurt.
What do you say, Wawa? You sound far away.
Maybe that's the problem. My comments won't post. I'm trying to say hi to Astrid. This shit said no.
Yeah, there's like a filter or something, I think. There's a lot of people's comments not getting posted.
I didn't filter on.
This is your fault, Irish.
Apparently talking about Montreal and going to a concert in October is centering now, so, you know.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask too. Why was that brought up about Irish centering as of Justification for Robert being brought. That's the part I was confused about. I just wanted clarity.
Iris got up in the box and then started talking and didn't stop for 30 fucking minutes.
Actually, Irish wasn't even talking for ages because Tina and Prince was talking for ages, and then Raven came up, and Raven and Jelani were talking, and then after all they left, and then Tony was speaking, obviously, because I love Tony, but then me and Umberthe will corroborate this in the comments, and me and August were talking about this, how of queer representation, black representation in the Nice and Tesla were shit in a lot of our favorite shows, right? So Umberthe's a One Tree Hill fan, which I just found out. So we're talking about One Tree Hill and that, and I was talking about a concert I'm going to Benson Boone in October. So we're just talking about that. So if that's what you call centering, then I centered. But I still call that racism.
But then still, I don't think, even if she was centering, right?
It's his life. He could have told her to shut the fuck up. It's his life.
But
Why
that
you
doesn't,
And he didn't.
tell her to stop?
but that doesn't
If
take
you were
away.
He
bored
didn't.
with the conversation, you could have stopped it. Instead, you pulled a bold move and brought up. You might as well brought up fucking James. What the fuck?
But that doesn't, you feel what I'm saying? That doesn't take away from the harm that,
No, you're right.
you know what I'm saying?
The
That doesn't
question
take
was asked why I did it, not what were you thinking. The question was asked why I did it. That's why I fucking did it.
You never told me to shut the fuck up.
So Rusty, can I
was
say
trying to be a
this?
little more polite than that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Rusty,
Irish was we tell her.
So you trying to be polite? You bring up the racist nigga like.
To be
So
polite,
can I
that's
say
the most fucking
this?
unpolite thing about
And
it.
then I will drop. Is Rusty, I'm a mod in your life. Am I wrong?
Well, you were. I don't think I'm
So-
going alive anymore. Shit.
So, Rusty, am I not a mod in your life?
You
I
are
didn't
alive
catch
in
it. I did not catch that behavior. And so, what I have just listened to, am I still going to be a mod? And I have to ask myself, do I need to be a mod there? No, I'm just asking questions.
That's something to take up with your therapist. But yeah, no, you're still going to be a mod there. You're not going to be
Okay, so, but, Rusty, I'm a mod because of why? Why?
Now, Prince.
because I don't want to piss you
Gotta
off.
do with the president. No.
Hold on. Wow, you know.
They go
I
on
don't want to
topic,
ignore what he
Prince.
just said, though.
Hold
I don't
on.
want to ignore what he just said.
No, it connects.
Hold
Yeah.
on, Prince.
Bella.
It connects.
I'm
Trust
so
me.
sorry.
Prince, I don't have mute you. I don't want to be
Yeah,
the white
I'm so
host that
sorry.
mute you.
Oh, wow.
Prince, I'm so sorry. The mod shit is just not to do with that point.
It's really-
Rusty, why the fuck did you just respond like that again? I don't think I'm gonna.
Yeah, that was just written.
Rusty, that's victim shit. Don't do that. If you are sitting here and saying,
Okay, no, I'm
damn, I got
seriously
called out,
confused now.
I'm not gonna go live
Seriously
anymore.
confused now.
That's bullshit.
Because when
Then
people,
fa-
there's, you know how when people get back into the corner, they do the extreme shit. Well, I'm just not gonna talk, or I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna completely stop doing this. Or I'm not gonna go live. It's a cop out from accountability instead of just saying I'm
Okay.
gonna correct it. It's better to just because one, I don't
throw
like
your hands up
coaching.
and down
I
the
don't
hall.
like coaching people through an apology. None of us want an apology or nothing like that. It's a correction of behavior. I don't like the whole like trying to do that. But just I don't understand why you can't do like, oh, you know what? It was fucked up. I shouldn't have laughed. I shouldn't do this. All this defensive and talking about, oh, well, I'm just not going to do. Like, no, that's a cop out from accountability. I'm tired of seeing people do that. Stop doing that. When people, oh, I just won't go live anymore. Just block me. Just block me. Just mute me. Unmod yourself from my space. It's a cop out.
I didn't say any part of that. I did say I
No,
won't
I'm
go
just saying
live.
because that's the stuff
No, I
we've been hearing the past
understand
few
also what
days
you're saying.
too.
Astrid's right in the comments. It is manipulative as
Please
fuck.
don't speak over her, Rusty.
But I disagree.
Because it's
I
like
disagree.
a pity party. It's a pity party. If it's a pity party,
I disagree.
if somebody is saying,
So,
oh,
Joy,
just
can we push back or no?
No, we cannot push back right now. No.
Can she
No,
finish, please?
I believe there needs to be some push.
Okay. Prince,
But
I don't
here's the
want to
thing,
be-
right? The point is, right? I think like, sorry. Yeah, the point is that I don't think like I think it was kind of like down like a big like down dog. You're really trying to fuck this over, but also at the same time like I don't think we should be saying like oh I'm just not going to do this anyway to avoid it, like the act to go against the actions that occurred. And fuck y'all, August. I'm gone. Bitch ass nigga.
Bye, Steph.
Please stay. Damn.
Yeah, me too, Miss J.
I understand. I'm not saying that it's
Hey,
fixed.
observant.
I'm not saying that it's fixed 100%, but I am here to listen and correct this behavior moving forward. And if during this conversation you guys think I'm not taking it serious, please remind me, because I am. I'm trying to do what I can here.
Yeah, my biggest thing is the victim shit. I cannot stand when you're saying shit like, oh well, I don't think I'm gonna go live anymore, or all of these different things. No, still go live. You're still gonna get interaction. Everyone gets interaction. Like people have been saying, change the fucking behavior first. That's all that is what's being asked. You sitting up here and saying I apologize, great. That's one thing. But you know, the proof is in the pudding, or whatever that saying is. Like your tone and your dismissiveness right now is just my issue. But if you say you're taking it seriously, then I guess the best way to show that is through your actions.
I'm not trying to fucking play the correct thing here. You guys said I was too hot, so I cooled down. You guys said I'm too cooled down, trying to make sure that I'm engaging and listening. And I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm just trying to make sure I listen. I'm seriously trying here. I don't want you guys to say I'm copping out or anything. I'm just trying to make sure that nobody can say I'm not fucking taking this seriously.
I'm not sure when people said that you were too hot. I just think the biggest issue here was you were asked why it was happening. You turned around, said Irish was centering, when Irish knows damn well that none of us have a problem with saying, hey, Irish, shut up for a minute. We do that to each other all the time.
Bella tells me all the time.
Like that has been said to me. And I understand, maybe because you're a man and she's a woman, you wanted to try to be polite, but there were different ways to handle that. You chose to bring up Robert, who we all know is racist, who we all have issues with. No one is saying don't bring him up, but especially if he is going to come up, don't walk away from your phone, because then he pulls shit like he does. That ends up falling back on you, especially if you come back from, say, you said you were getting lunch, you come back and now you're laughing at what he's doing.
No, you're fair. Yeah, that's a hell of a bump to make and a hell of a mistake to make your first couple lives, but I made it. Oh, just shut up.
Just ignore him, block him. Like he's not helping you right now at all. You don't do what you want, but at this point, he's not helping you whatsoever. He didn't help you in that live either, because then he wanted to turn around and say, "Oh, you're not going to get yelled at, Rusty." you knew what was coming.
Passion. Yes, passion. Sorry, Bella.
No. Don't.
Rusty, you want to answer Joy's question?
Yes, Joy, could you ask the question again, please?
No, yeah, so like I was saying earlier, I just don't understand why, if Irish was talking so much, if she was bothering you or whatever the reason was, I don't get why Robert, of all people, had to bring up to mix that up. There's other people that know how to have a conversation. We already know what it's going to be when Robert comes up. And we already know what it's going to turn into.
Yeah, maybe in my ignorance, I was hoping that it wouldn't be that. And it immediately turned into that.
But if somebody shows you who they are, how they are several times, why not believe them? Why even have, what they say, a tiger don't change its stripes, whatever the hell they be saying? Like,
A leopard.
And
A
then
leopard
a
doesn't
leopard,
change his
whatever,
fridge.
don't change his spots, whatever cat it is, something don't change. I already know. Whatever.
Clearly, it was a leopard, Joy.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was one of the big cats. Don't change something. Y'all knew what I meant.
We did.
But I don't know why. And then they be feeling empowered if August is up there. He got to prove himself. So it just could have been anybody else. I just don't get how that is an excuse. Irish centering or talking too much is an excuse to have him up there pretending to be black, and then August second that. And that just looks even bad, like worse on August too, because you over here being anti-black to other black people in a white man's space. Like, the situation's just jacked up all the way around. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
In that moment, you being a white man, having a black person being anti-black to other black people, you was basically being Robert Space.
Yeah, I do understand.
You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. In that moment, you were no different than what Robert allows on his panel. That's harm. We talk about how harmful the space is. That's the type of stuff that happens. It happened on your panel.
Yeah. And I can't take it back. I have a time machine. I can change it going forward and you won't be back. But yeah, I'm here to talk about why that wasn't the right move. And I understand. Yeah. Can't take it back. Like I said, I honestly thought it wouldn't turn into that, and maybe I'm a little too fucking gullible. And somebody shows you who you are.
I'm just put it in the comments, but I'm gonna be for real. You could see his profile picture in the requests. So
yeah, and I knew who was him before you even told Bella.
For you to like, I know you've seen him live on that account. For you to let him up with that profile picture is an issue in of itself.
I did not see that it was a black guy at the bottom.
Yes, Spiffy, it does say RDIV. And when he did first come into the box, when he first came into the box, I said, Robert, what the fuck are you doing? That's fucking disgusting. And then him and August said, why are you calling a black woman disgusting? That's not Robert, that's a black woman. They said that to me. And I said, no, it's not. He's literally doing blackfishing. And I said, it's fucking disgusting. I'm not going to sit on this panel and let him. And I kept on calling him out. And so did on birthday. I kept on calling him. I called him out and I called him out. And I wasn't going to sit there and literally that. And then he paused his camera and then put the I am black. And I wasn't going to sit there and let him do more harm to black people on your fucking panel. You know how racist he is. You've been around on this app long enough.
Did you say you didn't know it was him when you brought him up?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't very closely.
But then you said that you brought him up to shut Irish up.
Yep.
That part.
I didn't know that it was the black person profile, the digital blackface.
You can see their profile picture in the request. What do you
that part? Like when Bella requested up, I could see Bella's picture. When Observance backup count, I can see Observance picture. When Wawa requested and Indica requested and Fingers requested, you requested, I can see, and Joy requested, I can literally see all your profile pictures. And maybe because I'm going live years and I took a 2-year break.
Yeah, you gave two different things now. So did you bring him up because you knew it was him, or you didn't know it was him?
I knew it was Robert. I didn't know it was a digital blackface picture is what I'm saying.
Did you not?
RDIV.
Oh, did you not?
But when I said it, sorry, Bella.
No, you're fine. Rusty, you're saying you did not see the profile picture?
I saw RDIV. I didn't take a second look at what the digital the picture was, and it was the black woman that came up. And before I added it to the feud, before I realized, I probably shouldn't do that. That's a black woman in his profile picture. But once I saw he was up there, I chuckled and went to go get lunch. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I said it, when he joined, when I could actually see the actual profile picture, when I said it before he spoke, And I said, Robert, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
And he said that he's a black woman. You could have dropped him.
I went up to go get lunch as soon as I said, we're not listening.
Greetings, everyone.
No,
So I'm just going to put my little bit of input in here. I think that this is
I don't believe a word he's
so
saying,
forth.
but that's just me.
Well, that's fine, Irish.
what,
You know,
what is
and that's the thing, we don't have to. So this is my thing with this. This has gone on too long. So I understand wanting to correct a behavior of the live or try to make it aware, but now this has gone to the level of trying to make him accountable. He needs to be accountable.
Fingers, shut the fuck up.
No,
nigga, shut the fuck up.
No,
People are trying to
because
get
we
out
all
their
go-
thoughts.
We all go into Robert's live.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
People are
This
trying to
wasn't-
get their thought
I don't
out.
have to.
Observant,
No, I haven't
one
been
second.
Yes, the
disrespectful
fuck
to
you
you.
do.
Fingers.
What is
Observant, I haven't been
going on?
disrespectful to you.
I don't
haven't
care if
been
you've been
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
This
It's not
wasn't
for you to
any-
decide when the live has gone on for too long. That's stupid.
I was in.
If
I was
people
in
want to
Rusty's
address
live.
their mutual, then they can address their fucking mutual.
They can address the mutual. How long? we
Yeah,
gotta
so
just
shut
drag
the
this
fuck
on?
up.
I don't have to. You shut the fuck up.
Can someone mob me? Because I'm
Robert,
not
you're
even
black.
doing
Yeah,
this.
why are you?
Wow,
Why
so
are
this is
you
what we do
going on?
now. So
You're
he gets
trying
just to
say
come out and
we're
just curse
we're
people
wrong
out.
for how
What's
we're
the
addressing
difference?
him?
Like, come on, we really.
Are you saying
this is what we
we're
do?
wrong for how we're addressing him?
Someone,
No, I'm
someone
not
mob
saying
me.
that.
I'm not.
If
I'm not
he
even
just
playing.
be quiet, just listen. This is the problem. Like you just
If who would
jumped in
just
and
be
cut me
quiet?
off.
The thing is, thank
If
you,
who would
sir.
just be quiet?
I'm here to take this. Thank you.
Are
sir.
we? Is this
Rusty
real?
has been
Wait,
quiet.
why?
See,
What the?
Finga's coming up here and he's
What?
making more issues.
Nah,
Right,
I don't know. Irish,
what
mob
world
me,
are we
please.
in?
'Cause
What world are we in where there's black people trying to say, "Oh, that you guys are going too hard about trying to correct this racism, trying to cape"? What are we doing? Are we being serious right now? Because Prince has done it and now Fingers is doing it. What is the issue right now?
Because they want us to drag him, Joy, instead of have a conversation.
they're saying we're
No, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
one
It's
second, one
becoming a
second.
drag. It's
Indica.
they're
becoming
saying we're
Observant.
indicated. That's not.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Observant,
It's not
you have-
about that.
Observant, we're not mutuals on your backup, so you have to be mutual with me so I can address them out.
sorry. I don't really get on this too often.
What is happening?
It's taking incredibly long for me to get the power to drop fingers.
But I'm sitting here trying to take the
You can
conversation.
drop me if you want. That's gonna stop me.
No, I'm definitely gonna
You
drop
got
you.
the point. You know, no, but
No,
we all
that-
go into Robert's space, right?
Hold on, I need to. Thank you.
I
I
got
don't know
it.
what the fuck that
What
was.
does Robert? Can we be very clear? What does Robert's space have to do with digital blackface?
I don't
That's what
know.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know
figure
why
out.
that's being used as a point. I don't get it.
I'm sorry for using that language, yo, but that really pissed me off. Fingers, don't bring your ass back into the box. That was stupid. If people want to address Rusty about what happened, then they get to address Rusty about what happened. Rusty is a grown-ass fucking man. If he doesn't want to be here, he can hit the X and leave. But nobody was talking crazy to him. People just want to understand. If you don't like the tone, or if you don't like the length, then you need to scroll the fuck out.
Do you think he scrolled out or still complaining about how long this is taking?
Indica.
I have questions.
Yeah, I don't understand how you can see one and not the other, Rusty. I think that if we're gonna be for real, you saying that you left to go get lunch, and when Irish immediately said what she said to Robert, you had every ability to hear what was being said, and then you should have turned back around and understood what was happening and not just left. There's no way you didn't hear her correct him and say something to Robert on the panel. Sorry, but you're not that fucking quick. I'm gonna be for real.
There is also homophobia.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what homophobia happened?
Robert called Irish Suffer.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Irish, you're underwater.
Sorry. So Izana, so when I first started this live, Izana told me that Robert spelled out the F slur towards me. I had no idea until she told me.
What?
Yep.
Damn, so
Okay, and
And
I'm
they were
glad
being
Wawa said
transphobic
that.
too. They're being
I'm
transphobic also.
I'm glad Wawa said that. Like, people literally are talking as close mutuals. We all talk every day. I don't know why somebody is having an issue at all with us talking to Rusty. Like, that really, I get why everyone's pissed off because that's bothering me. Like, would it be better if we just blocked him and didn't have a conversation? Or is it better that we're actually trying to have a conversation and correct it? Because I still don't think anybody's been like, oh, well, I'm speaking for myself. I'm trying to give room for a conversation before I get to that point. I know I try to do that, especially if we close mutuals. I'm not going to treat you like I'm going to treat an op or something unless you do something completely heinous. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that this wasn't wrong, but it's just like, I don't see what the issue is with people trying to have a conversation and bring correction, because I am someone that believes that if a mistake was made in public, it needs to be corrected in public.
Right. If
That's what I live by.
the apology needs to be public as well.
Exactly. The disrespect and it needs to be as loud. The correction needs to be as loud as the disrespect was.
Julie, I also think that we've gotten to a way better tone than we were in the beginning, and a lot of the mutuals were hurt by the way this conversation started.
Exactly. Spiffy said he was hurt. He said he was disappointed. That's how I felt too.
I was
Which is why Fingers needed to shut the fuck up. Like you are not the arbiter of how long a conversation about racism or how long a conversation about people's emotions related to a racist event should go. I don't give a fuck if you think that it was negative. If what was being said was negative, I don't care if you thought that it just needed a don't do that again and keep moving. Zero cares. If you had got up onto the panel and been like, I have a different perspective on this, perhaps we should focus on August or Robert or whatever, maybe that would have made sense. But stopping people from expressing how they're feeling about what happened to their mutual who we shared space with for years, because it's years at this point. I don't understand. So yeah, shut the fuck up and stay in the comments.
Fingers, you're just upholding the patriarchy when you do that shit. When you race up here to try to protect your fellow men, like it's not a good look, especially after everything that's going on. Like.